More bodega workers could soon be armed to help protect themselves from criminals. CBS 2's Natalie Duddridge spoke with concerned community members and bodega employees who say it's necessary.
Sometimes I do late night work over here, and I do not feel safe at all.
Nasser works at this bodega on 8th Avenue and 142nd Street. He says he's been threatened too many times to count, so he is in support of a new initiative announced Sunday by New York City's bodega trade group to seek gun licenses for workers.
We actually need a weapon.
Just an hour before we spoke to him, police confirmed a man in his 30s was shot to death at a shop next door. Nasser says it's another awful example of why he plans to get his gun license.
Make sure that they are ready to protect themselves.
Fernando Mateo heads the United Bodegas of America. He says the association has quietly been helping workers obtain carry permits since June 2022, when the Supreme Court struck down a New York law that placed strict restrictions on carrying concealed firearms in public for self-defense.
We are able to break down the barriers that were preventing us from applying for a pistol.
But some community members and leaders worry more guns will only lead to more violence.
I think we're going to more likely see the gun used in a way that it should not have been used.
Manny Gomez is a security expert and former FBI special agent.
People who don't have the training that law enforcement and others have, having a firearm, and in comes a shoplifter, and they get into words with a shoplifter, and out comes the firearm, and the situation is immediately and dangerously escalated.
But Mateo says bodega employees have been training with former law enforcement officers.
They're not out here to provoke any incidents. We are trained to de-escalate situations.
Mateo says of the nearly 15,000 members, a few hundred have already obtained their gun licenses, and dozens more are still working towards their permits. In Harlem, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.
We reached out to the NYPD for comment and did not hear back. The mayor's office says it has a plan to combat retail theft with a task force focused on prevention and increased enforcement.